You know that feeling when your brain becomes a 10-tab browser, all frozen, yet somehow still using 99% of your mental CPU. You replay conversations that never happened, plan moves you'll never make, and call it being prepared. But here's the paradox. The smarter you are, the more your intelligence turns against you. Stay until the end, and you'll see why overthinking isn't about being careful, it's about being trapped by your own logic. So subscribe now, and let's get right into it. Number 5. The illusion of control. Smart people hate uncertainty the way cats hate water. When life feels chaotic, your brain grabs the steering wheel even if the car isn't yours. You analyze, simulate, and over-strategize every possibility just to feel like you're doing something. But that control, it's fake. The more you try to predict every outcome, the less flexible you become when reality inevitably swerves. Psychologists call it the illusion of control, your mind's comforting lie that thinking harder equals doing better. Ironically, that safety blanket of planning becomes a straitjacket. The result, instead of steering through life, you end up circling the same mental roundabout, convinced that another lap will solve it. Punchline. In the end, you're not driving your thoughts are joyriding you. Number 4. The analysis paralysis loop. Ever stood in front of the fridge too long, debating between two snacks, then walked away hungry? That's analysis paralysis, but turbocharged in intelligent minds. The smarter you are, the more variables you can imagine, and suddenly even choosing breakfast feels like writing a UN peace treaty. Cognitive science shows that overanalyzing floods the prefrontal cortex with competing data, slowing decisions to a crawl. You're not lazy, you're drowning in options. The loop goes like this. I need more information. I can't act without certainty. I'm stuck. Repeat. The tragedy. Thinking was meant to help you act, not replace the action itself. Punchline. You become so good at preparing to live that you forget to actually do it. Number 3. Emotional overload, disguised as logic. Here's the weird part. Overthinkers swear they're being rational, but half the time they're just emotional messes wearing lab coats. When anxiety sneaks in, your brain doesn't scream it, overcompensates. It builds spreadsheets of imaginary disasters, runs simulations of heartbreak, and calls it being responsible. Neuroscience suggests that excessive reasoning often masks emotional discomfort. It's a way to feel in control when your feelings are out of control. But emotions don't disappear just because you gave them a PowerPoint presentation. They sit quietly, sabotaging every logical choice you make. Punchline. You're not analyzing life, you're emotional damage control in a suit. Number 2. The perfectionism trap. If you've ever rewritten an email 20 times just to sound smart but casual, congratulations, you're in the perfectionist cult. Overthinkers crave flawless outcomes because their self-worth is wired to performance. But perfection is a moving target. It's like chasing Wi-Fi in the desert. The smarter you are, the more aware you become of all the ways you could fail, which ironically multiplies your fear of trying. Psychologists call this evaluative conditioning. Your brain links mistakes to humiliation, so you avoid mistakes by never finishing anything. Punchline. You're not chasing excellence, you're hiding behind it. Number 1. The intelligence trap. Here's the final twist. Smart people don't fail because they're not intelligent. They fail because they trust their intelligence too much. You overanalyze, rationalize, and intellectualize until life turns into a chess match where every move feels fatal. The intelligence trap happens when your reasoning skills defend your fears instead of challenging them. You'll argue yourself out of risk, out of joy, out of action because you can always justify not doing something. The truth is, wisdom starts where certainty ends. Punchline. Overthinking isn't a sign of brilliance, it's brilliance gone rogue. That's all for today. I'll make more videos like this soon, so hit subscribe to catch the next one. Don't miss out on more fascinating, funny, and chill explanations of the weird science behind your brain. Thanks for watching.